Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, January 13th, 2023. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the ES in the daily time frame. Right now, what you're seeing is a hard push through the midpoint of the previous session. The previous session became a very good digestive day, very good range-bound day, and a lot of volume within that day, which means we could be looking at a day of expansion here soon. Whether it's today, early next week, we'll see. But at the moment, price giving up the previous month's midpoint and trading in the lower distribution of the previous session's range. If there is a failure to hold 39.50, the current uptrend has been very resilient. So any push below the previous session's low could lead to a trap and reverse opportunity up ahead, as we could see this market finish the week bullish. Ever since last Friday's NFP report, it has been a slow and steady rise higher, and the sell-offs or the points where we've seen price turn down have been defended, and we've seen new highs day over day. So again, will we see more of the same today? I would say a test at the previous session's low could still provide a buying opportunity with a rising 8-period average. A failure to hold 39.50 overall could open up, in the worst case scenario, perhaps a stop run day down where price is working back toward 3,900. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. Right now, the NQ off by about 1%. This market also trading below the midpoint of the previous session. Bit of a digestive day, squat bar day as well. And again, during this move higher, especially after the failed new low last Friday, strength, we've seen a rally with weakness follow, and then sell-off to the previous low followed by strength. So each of these days have seen weakness, and overall we've seen a resiliency out of this market. So is early weakness here going to be defended? Will we find a low at some point this morning? If we do, we could be looking to the upside by about 250 points and have a pretty good target to the upside. So right now, we could be looking at an early opportunity for bulls to defend morning weakness for a shot at strength later on in the day. A failure to get back above this midpoint will be an indication of more weakness to come. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. Crude oil right now trading inside the previous session's range, almost a full inside day. It did take out the high by a little bit before rotating back down. Narrow range day right now, only trading 44% of average, and again remains within a very bearish trend. And while this has been a counter trend bounce over the last several days, retracing the first 2-day move lower, we're still within a very mature downtrend, and any bounce could still be met with some sort of rejection that leads us right back down within the range. Right now we're trading 82 to 72 and currently trading 78.50, so we may see a little bit more moderate strength to the upside at some point, expecting resistance to come into play to push this thing back down. Right now, bit of a narrow range day within an uptrend. More of the same could play out until proven otherwise. Looking at gold. Gold has been very bullish, as we know. Higher highs almost day over day, higher lows day over day. This thing has run away from the 1830 level. 1830 was major resistance in the previous session, or previous year, became a magnet for price later on in the year, and now has finally pushed through that zone and is trading 1900. I mentioned a little bit before earlier this week that if price pulls back into about 1840, 1850, it could drive us into 1900. It never even got a pullback of that magnitude. So that shows how bullish this market has been. Very clear uptrending price action, and the next zone above can take us, as we mentioned before, 1900 up to 2000. 2000 is about right there. 1900 is right here, and we're in that last little zone. So is price going to pull back one time and then try to follow through to the upside? How do we play out from here? So again, if we see a pullback here over the next couple of days, that could provide an opportunity for bulls to defend that pullback, buy into that weakness, and rotate this thing higher above the 1920s. Taking a look lastly at the YM. The YM right now showing a bit of weakness here within the previous session's range. This weakness again remains within the bullish structure here for the week. All of these markets remain above weekly VWAP as of right now. And again, can we find a morning low? If we can find a strong morning low, we'd be looking higher here by about 400 points, maybe 450 points to the upside, and that could give us an upside target. We've already gone 338 to the downside. Is this about as low as we go? Can we find a strong morning low and return this thing higher by the end of the day? Very similar to yesterday's market here. You had that strong drop, and then by the end of the day it closed higher. You have a tail. Same thing happened on Tuesday. A drop early, finished strong by the end of the day. So we'll see if this thing can hang on. A failure to hold 34K opens up the previous session's low. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Have a fantastic weekend. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.